Good afternoon everybody, welcome to a very snowy Englandshire. It's very cold. If you're watching from outside of the UK, we've had the beast from the east here for the last 2-3 days, which has been like a sort of weather front which has come from Russia. It didn't really affect the southeast too badly. We had a little bit of snow, but it wasn't really that bad. The guys in the southwest got it a lot worse. It's still snowing now, but I think it's going to get a little bit milder tonight, so by tomorrow or by Sunday I think most of the snow would have gone. Sorry I haven't released much content on the channel over the last week. I've had a bit of a stomach bug. I don't normally do ill. I've been ill, well, I've had a stomach bug for about 2 months, and finally last week I went to the doctor and discovered I actually had a stomach bug. I've been on antibiotics for a little bit now and I'm starting to feel a bit better, so if any of you guys have got any violins out there and you can start playing them, I'd really appreciate it. Mrs Monkey and I actually drove up to Blackburn yesterday evening. We got back at about 12 o'clock to go and pick up some work CR cars that came up really cheap on Facebook. So we went and bought those. They're in the back of the car now. I'll show you guys the wheels once we get up to the farm. They're going to be going on her red Soarer, which I think will look really good. CR cars is like a sort of classic Japanese wheel, so I think it should look pretty sick once they're on there. As always, massive thanks to all the new patrons we had. I think we're on about 310 now. Once I get to 500, as I said before, I'll go and get a unit, a dedicated sort of Monkey London headquarters. Even now that I've started releasing regular content, I think maybe because I swear quite a lot in my videos, but my revenue hasn't really gone up. I'm still on about $805, which is about £600 a month. That's great if you've got a channel, say, making computer game videos, because there's not really a lot of outlay. You don't need a lot of money to produce the content. With my channel, it's completely the opposite. It's very expensive to produce the content, especially with the drifting. I'm quite happy to concentrate more on sort of vlogs and car reviews to keep the cost low. Obviously, I know you guys want to see the drifting, and I really want to drift as well, but I have to do what's realistic and what I can afford. Just to give you guys an example, next weekend I'm going to be going to Drift Matsuri. I will be drifting, but I won't be doing it in my S15 because it won't be quite ready in time. We're actually going to be using Dave's JZX100, Dave from Garage 21. I'd love to go to every drift event and make a really nice cinematic video about the whole event, not just about me. That's why you see me really predominantly concentrating on drift diaries, because it's relatively easy for me to make while I'm trying to drift at the same time. Obviously, with the cost of drifting and the cost of hiring cameramen, at the moment with what I make on YouTube and Patreon, it's just not doable. Once we've got enough money in the kitty, I can bring the cameramen to every event, make super cinematic videos, and we can really sort of show the world what the UK drift scene is really all about. As I've said a million times, even if you can just donate 70p a month, $1, it will make a massive difference to the channel. A lot of you guys also ask why it's all done in dollars. That's because Patreon is just an American website. There isn't a Patreon equivalent in the UK. So yeah, because it's an American site, everything's done in dollars. But when you pay on PayPal, it will just convert your pounds to dollars. It's very simple. It shows you exactly what happens. When you pay $1, it's about 70p that comes out of your account. Very snowy. Duggit. Don't worry, my sunglasses are in my bag. Oh, I didn't wear them because I thought I'd show you that I actually have eyes. Very snowy. Definitely Duggit weather. This is when you need a nice rear-wheel drive car with some winter tyres on it for absolute maximum skids. Handbrake turn. Oh shit. Shit. That didn't work. Handbrake turns and holding the camera don't work. I'm sure some of you guys internationally are watching this thinking this is not snow. We have feet of snow, that's millimeters, but for us Brits this is pretty cool. Probably should have taken a bit of a run up this. Come on. Come on, Volvo! Woo-woo! Swedish power, baby. You're probably watching this and thinking that's not snow, but for us mere mortals here in Englandshire, it's not bad. Anyway, thanks for listening to all my rambling on the way up here. I'm just going to pop in now and see Sir Scouse. I think his GT86 should be back as well, so that'd be quite exciting.
Yeah!
What's up, Lozzy Bear?
Yo, what's happening, viewers? Look, I've got a new high vis, look. Watch this. Alright, now I'm ready for work.
Hi, Mikey.
Right.
Fist bump, bro. You said. It's definitely snowing, isn't it?
Just a little bit.
Sir Scousey!
How's it going, mate?
Long time no see. You're
Fucking
right,
hell, stranger.
Jesus. I spied my little eye, something beginning with GT86.
Yeah, she's finally back.
Happy, man. Let's go and have a little look. So, what are you saying? GT86, is she ready for the 2J?
No. But she's prepared.
Many times left.
Yeah.
Let's have a look, man. I suppose you can't really see much in the snow. We need to get the bonnet open, don't we?
Yeah, we're usually strapped down at the moment. But
yeah. Sick, man.
Yeah.
God, those tines, they brand new?
Yeah, we put them on a body shop rather than putting, because we had to take all the suspension off so they could do the chassis stuff.
Ah, got you, man.
So rather than putting the original ones back on, we decided to put the coilovers on.
How excited are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
12, 13,
yeah, it's pretty high, man.
I'm
it's pretty high on the high scale.
Yeah.
Sick, man. Scouse's car's been down the body shop for how long? Two months. So he's really pleased to get it back. But in a sec, Lozzy's just going to turn around and we'll get the old beast off the trailer. This is all new, isn't it now?
Yeah, so I mean, this panel's new, this is new. The bumper bolts from here, that's all new.
Yeah.
It's everything's, just anything that was slightly creased or bent has just been replaced with brand new Toyota bits, just because I did want it done right.
How deep are you in now?
More than I thought.
Don't worry, we'll get that figure out of Scouse pretty soon.
So, a bit of advice, if anyone wants to buy a Cat D, don't.
Yeah. Always seems cheap to start off with. But
yeah.
Look, you're going to have a great car at the end of it, so fuck it.
Yeah, to be honest, the car we're getting at the end of it is still going to be a few grand less than what it cost to buy it as it is.
Yeah,
and you know,
it's very new, isn't it? What, 16
plate? Yes,
and
it's just
done
over a year old.
3,000 miles?
6,000.
6,000
So it's
miles.
literally only just over a year old.
Yeah, it's like a brand new car pretty much.
Yeah, it still smells new inside, despite being in a body shop and shit. Like, still smells like new.
What car did you have lined up for us to go for a little drive in this afternoon?
Maybe a 1JS14, but it depends what the snow's like.
Yeah, we're not really going to get much traction today.
No, I'd be worried about being able to physically get back up here.
Yeah. If the weather starts behaving a little bit more tomorrow, then we'll probably take it for a little spin and show you guys what she's all about. Yeah. Give us a quick little workshop tour, seeing as I've been off illy.
Yeah, do you remember saying the toilet's just here?
Bad tummy. Wait, shut up, man. I've had a bad tummy.
Bad Vindaloo.
Hi, Sarah. Yeah, I had a bit of a bad Vindaloo, man. This is a 1JZ E36.
E36 compact, yeah.
Compact as well, man.
It's a little beast.
Is this the one that Eminem built originally?
Yeah, Eminem put the engine into it. I don't know what other work they've done, but they definitely did the conversion. Yeah, it's really
What are you doing to it?
Basically, it's got some overheating issues, so sorting out the cooling, radiator stuff, putting a bigger oil cooler on it, stuff like that.
Fair enough. 1Js
just
inherently do run fucking hot, don't they?
They do run hot, yeah. So this had a couple of little issues with just sorting out, just to make it run a bit cooler.
Let's have a quick.
Guys a bit worried about it.
Quick little look around it. It's quite cool, isn't it? It's neat and tidy. It's not sort of over the place.
When we drop it down later, you'll see inside. It's a good little car actually. Like, so, you know, some E36s are a bit ropey. Where,
a bit OTT.
Okay, the arches are a bit ghetto rolled, but the rest of it's really good. It's got some good bits on it. And it looks like it's been well looked after. Right,
we've got the E36 Compact back on the floor. Terry is cracking on. This is the heart of the E36 Compact. It's actually running a VVTi later 1J, so it's the single turbo. Obviously the E36 did at some point come with a 6-cylinder, so there is actually ample room to fit a 1J, as you guys can see. Quite cool. He's got Perspex windows with little sliders. Oh yeah, it's nice in here. Look at that shifter. That shifter looks pretty meaty, doesn't it? Fuck me. What gearbox is this running, Terry? Do you know?
BMW.
BMW. Like a get drag or? Yeah. Seats are pretty cool as well. We've got a nice little roll cage. That's quite a cool car, this. Laurie's 36 isn't actually road legal, but hopefully one day if he's at a drift event, I'll earmark him and see if he can take us out for a little spin. 1J. Fitment. Sparkly. Monkey. All good. Straighten up. A little bit of right hand down. That's it, keep coming. Straighten her up. Sweet as a nut. Sick, bro. Everyone loves a snow duggit.
Yeah, truck down it.
I know loads of you have been asking me, Monkey, where has the Nomda gone? But the Nomda is here, don't you worry. I'll quickly show you guys. She's a bit snowy. There's the old Nomda, ready for her turbo kit. We've only really postponed the Honda because I've got loads of skid events coming up and all my money's really been consumed on getting my S15 right. But as soon as I've got a bit more funds and we've got a bit more time, we will crack on with the old Nomda. As I mentioned in the car, we've got some lovely new work CR Kais for Mrs Monkey London, as I'll show you guys now. Very yum. Genuine, where is it? Genuine works, very nom. Right, let's get these bad boys out. Ugh. Look at these. Ooh, baby. Lovely jubbly. So yeah, these are our work CR car. They're 18 by 9.5 ET12, which should be spot on for a stock bodied Soarer. I'll quickly chuck them by the car so you guys can get a rough idea of what they're going to look like. We'll probably get a chance to put them on in a couple of weeks once Mrs ML's got a bit of money to get some tyres. It's certainly going to look a lot better than those ugly scroters. There we go. That gives you some sort of idea what she'll look like. Pretty cool. I'll just grab a rear one as well so you guys can see what it looks like at the back. They're exactly the same size all round. They're not staggered. They're 9.5 all the way around. And that's the rear, just to give you a rough idea. So I do think it'll look pretty cool once we get these strapped onto the car. This is all the wheels out of the beast. Looking lovely. Do like me a lovely set of works. Very yummy. In about 2 weeks, the Soarer is actually off to Billy Hoskins, the chap who did the roll cage on the PS13. He's going to be doing a full roll cage on Georgie's car as well. So if you guys could give Billy a little follow, a little pre-follow, running up to getting the work done, we'd really appreciate it. Before I forget, a lot of you have been asking me in the comment section, where is the PS13? That's actually owned by Andy at Project Drift, and he hasn't quite got the finances to finish it off yet, so hopefully later on this year or at some point next year, once we get a little bit more money, we'll crack on and hopefully finish the PS13. Very snowy here at Old Carson Performance today, but we're inside in the warm having a brew. We've got all the facilities here at Carson Performance. We've got sofas.
We have spoilers on.
We got we've got Grand Theft Auto. We got lunch. We got lunch making facilities. We got a fridge. We got tea. We got coffee, and we got a microwave. So whatever you need, we got it. While I'm catching up with the lads up at the farm, I thought I'd just pop into DSI and see what lovely cars they got in stock. What are you doing, man?
Making good use of heated seat.
You bastard, making your brother do the hard work. Audience, look what Scouse is doing to poor Michael, man. I take it this does duggits.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think we can do duggits though, can we?
No.
So unfortunately, Scouse has to be responsible because this is one of Shaan's stock cars. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Shawnee.
All right.
So yeah, quick look round DSI. V10 or V8?
V10.
V10, lovely. Very pimp. I can see me driving this, man, down the King's Road, wind in the air. What else you got? Aston Martin Vantage. Lovely. Ooh, R34 GTR. I didn't even spot this one. Shit.
That's the rare one. That's just fully forged.
Really?
Yeah, freshly built by Martin.
And carbon wings as well, man.
Yeah, we've got the standard ones there as well.
Crazy. What sort of horsepower is this?
I think it's 600 on low boost. Martin's just tuned it. It's just freshly built, literally.
Crazy.
2-3 days ago.
This is actually the car. It's a very famous car, this, isn't it? Because it was the one that had the little accident on the Nürburgring.
Yeah, which was fully repaired. This was like 2 years ago. The owner of the car fully restored it. Everything, spent loads of money on it. Brand new suspension all round. It was only a bit of damage to the rear quarter actually, which has all been done quite nicely.
Did it have a full respray as well?
Full respray, glass out.
Glass out,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, it's because it's really low mileage. It's done 50,000 kilometres, the chassis, which is nothing. He's had it for like 10 years and we took it off him recently and he's gone into something a bit more sensible.
Yeah, how much is this going for?
So we're probably going to put it up for 70, but they're about 120 in USA. Really? They're USA legal.
And the engine's all fully forged?
Yeah, it's fully forged.
Not strokered, still 2.6?
Yeah, it was originally the previous owner bought a NIssan Spec engine, which is like really rare.
Yeah.
And then obviously the bottom end decided they didn't want to play ball.
Oh yeah, it's tidy, isn't it?
So it's like gold cover. So it's freshly built, literally, fully forged. H-cam, really nice ECU, Holtec, platinum.
It's got Holtec ECU, fair play. And you've got carbon fibre wings.
Yeah, I mean that's a bit, if you like it, you don't like it, but the original wings are there.
Oh, you still got the original wings?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool.
It literally came in yesterday from the snow, and obviously it's not the sort of car we're going to leave outside, so we thought we'd leave it inside.
Just bring it inside, yeah. So this is a V Spec, Midnight Purple 2, and one of only about 300s ever made.
Correct, yeah. That's why it's USA legal, because you can go on the Show and Shine law out there, which we might be shipping it to one of our guys out to
Crazy.
But so you got that one, and you've got a V Spec there.
Cool, man.
And then you've got the one with the Nismo kit.
Oh yeah, shit. Let's go have a quick look inside this V Spec. It's a bit more sort of standard, this one, compared to the purple one over there. Really clean inside. What's the mileage on this one, Shaan?
This one's done about 100,000 miles.
100,000?
Yeah, but it's
it's really clean. It's very clean, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely mint. it's pretty much immaculate.
These wings look mad. They're not stock, are they?
Z-tune.
Oh, Z-tune
So
ones.
yeah,
They're pretty cool, aren't they? I like
yeah,
that.
Z-tune style.
Gives it quite a nice sort of aggressive line, doesn't it? I'm liking that, man. That looks cool. And then you've got another white one over here. What's the mileage on this one?
So this is quite low. It's about 60,000 miles. We imported it a year ago for a really nice guy. Yeah, he's wants to sell it now. He's moving into property.
Really clean as well.
Buy a house. So yeah, it was a grade 4 when we imported it, and he's just
really
not done any
good
mileage.
condition,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's absolutely mint.
Cool,
But the body kit's worth quite a lot. It's a Nismo, so
Yeah. Oh, this has got a Nismo body kit on it.
yeah. So the front bump, if you notice, is
yeah.
different.
So that's a Nismo kit if you've ever been wondering what one looks like.
Yeah.
And you've got the little extensions on the side skirts as well.
You've got the N1 on the
Yeah.
front.
Liking that. Just run me through the differences between a V Spec like the grey one and a non V Spec like the white one.
Okay, so one of the obvious differences are the front splitter, which you can see on a V Spec looks like that.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Like
It's actually quite confusing because that's got a Nismo kit on it, so it kind of throws us out a little bit. But
it has, yeah, but if you look, it actually ends here. So you see where the white is?
yeah,
That's effectively where it would end for a non V Spec.
yeah.
And then here,
Ah,
you've got it as
got
the
like
standard.
this extra sort of
So that's
splitter.
one thing.
Yeah.
On the rear, you've got the carbon fibre rear diffuser, which you don't get on the non V Specs.
Okay.
And then inside the car, on the actual LCD display, you've got exhaust temperature, and there's one other one I can't remember.
Can you show us in here?
Yeah, I've got the keys.
How many R34 keys you got? You must be the most popular man on the internet.
And we've got an
right
R35
now.
coming in right now.
Have you?
Yeah, literally on a PX.
Skylines galore.
Right, so you got exhaust and inlet. Right, on a V Spec, you get these two displays.
Yeah. I got
You
you.
can see just there.
Yeah.
Exhaust and inlet temperature. And then if you hop over to the non V Spec,
It doesn't come with that.
and then if you look here,
This is the non V Spec now.
there, look.
Oh yeah. This is sort of like a
It
big,
looks weird,
big
doesn't
sort
it?
of gap at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those two have
Okay,
got
cool.
Nismo clocks as well, and this has got the standard. So this is what an OEM, or sorry, JDM standard GTR would look like clocks wise. It would just look like that.
Yeah.
Whereas those two, that's got white Nismo, and that's got the yellow
Can we have a quick
Nismo.
look at the Nismo ones?
Yeah.
So yeah, if we look at this one, it's actually got white Nismo gauges.
I prefer this colour personally. It's got the yellow one.
Oh yeah, like sort of orangey yellow. Yeah, cool, aren't they? And the Nismo lights up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I take it the V Specs go for a bit more money.
V Spec, yeah, V Specs do demand a little more for premium. It really is a very much. It's like having a performance pack C63. in a
Yeah.
way. Like a lot of people are like for residual values, they're like, I only want a V Spec. But to be honest with you, any R34 GTR is an excellent
It's a great investment, yeah.
Absolutely, because if you look at the price of them today, I mean, in fact, only today I found out that apparently, and don't quote me on this, but so I've just been told literally today, outside of Japan, or inside Japan, there's nothing available. There's no Midnight Purple 2s available.
Really?
Where do you price it? 100 grand?
Yeah.
150 grand? Wherever you want.
It's whatever
It's someone willing to pay for it,
yeah.
exactly. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
Crazy.
But any GTR, fundamentally, it's an RB26.
Yeah. So this engine bay is completely stock, even stock suspension.
Stock suspension, just a couple
Stock
of air
twin
filters.
turbos. Oh yeah,
Filters which were added in the UK by the chap who owns it.
It's quite nice this though because it really is completely unmolested, isn't it? It's completely standard. And the original magnesium wheels as well.
Factory wheels, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, there's not many GTRs floating around on standard suspension.
No, that's definitely
These
a
are
given.
teams that were added to it. Again, this is pretty much standard.
Oh, you can actually see there, that's the original air boxes.
Yeah.
This one's very clean, isn't it, underneath? They
Yes.
both are, to be fair.
Yeah.
And it's got like a sort of radiator cooling panel as well.
Yeah, just a bit for cooling panel.
Yeah, but a couple of little mods is okay, isn't it?
I mean, there's nothing too extraordinary. It's on teen suspension, which is quite new as well.
Yeah.
But it's the exhaust that's the big thing on this. The
What
valve.
exhaust is it?
So it's an HKS exhaust. It looks standard, but it's got a valve that opens and closes. And that technology in those days, that's actually quite advanced.
Yeah.
Even with the valves open, it's not super loud. It's quite, modest, but it's the option to have it. And I think that's like if you're a slightly mature owner, I don't know, or you don't,
noisy
or you're
neighbours.
you don't want to wind your neighbours up, then it's excellent. But it's quite rare. It comes with a certificate.
Really? We're just going to have a little listen so you guys can hear the difference between the valve open and the valve closed. Look here where the cigarette lighter is, you press this little green button. That's the exhaust valve closed. Open her up. That's so cool, man. Really is cool. And And this is the DSI office. Very professional. In case you forget, very nom-nom. What's this bad boy? This is Super Sport.
Yeah, we've got 2 of these, yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yeah,
How much horsepower are these?
Do you know what? I think off the top of my head,
6?
just I think just under 700, but hands down, it's ridiculously fast.
Yeah.
Like, the way the power gets put down.
Proper sort of cruiser, this, isn't it? They look nice inside, don't they?
Yeah.
Look at that all quilted leather. God, very posh.
The one outside's the carbon one, it's 2 bucket seats only.
Really?
The rest-
Let's go and have a quick look. Is this another Super Sport?
Yeah, but this is the rare one.
What makes it rare?
It's a 2-seater.
Is it? It hasn't got any back seats? Oh yeah, shit.
It's the carbon edition.
It's got bucket seats. Oh, nice.
Yeah, look, it's all carbon fibre.
What's the door?
It's the rare one.
Oh yeah, shit. That's nuts. And this is how it comes from factory?
Yeah, it's a 2-seater edition.
Really?
Yeah. They are really fast.
Crazy. And these are 4-wheel drive, aren't they?
Yeah. To
Pretty
me,
sick.
it's the ultimate daily right now.
Yeah.
I think it's perfect.
Ultimate daily if you're a multi-millionaire. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thanks for showing us around, man. I really appreciate it. That was a quick little insight into DSI. Obviously, Shaan imports cars and sells loads of cars. So if you want to check out Shaan's website, you can do here. Also give him a cheeky little follow on Instagram. It's probably going to be a bit of a mission getting home as half of England decides to have a panic attack with the snow, but fingers crossed it won't take me too long. I'm going to pop back now and start cracking on with this video. As I said before, sorry it's taken me a few days to get some new content out. Unfortunately, I was a little bit poorly, but I'm definitely feeling much better now. We've got loads of cool, exciting stuff coming up on the channel. The Soarer's about to go and get the roll cage made. The S15's about to get painted. We'll start the Honda in the next couple of weeks as well. So yeah, stay tuned. There'll be lots of cool action coming up. The main roads aren't actually too bad here. It's only really the side roads which haven't got a lot of grip, but not too bad on the whole. There were a couple of space cadets back there spooning out, but hopefully they'll get themselves sorted out. As always, guys, make sure to check out my Patreon out down here. Really need your guys' support. Without Patreon, there might not even be an ML in the long term, so really appreciate any help you guys can give me. Make sure to give the video a like, put any comments down below. I'll do my best to get back to you, and I will see you soon. Peace.